Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching it, then welcome. Today I'm in the bathroom, obviously, and you might be wondering why that is. Well, I'm sure you already know because you've clicked on the title and seen the thumbnail, but I will explain it again. So today I'm going to be showing you how I clean my makeup brushes, and the lighting in the bathroom is pretty shocking, so I'm actually holding my ring light up around the camera, so my arms are getting pretty tired. I might put this down. But yeah, I'm going to just point the camera at the sink while I do this, and I'll just do a little voiceover because it's going to be too hard for me to go back and forth between the two shots. So yeah, so let's get on into the video. Okay, so we have all of our tools here. We've got our dirty makeup brushes, and I use a few different things to clean my brushes. So the first thing is Johnson's baby conditioning shampoo. So I don't know why I use this really. My tutor at makeup school told me about this one, so I guess it's because it cleanses the brushes really well, but it's also conditioning, so you don't really need to condition your brushes, which I used to do, but I don't now. I just don't see a need. So that's really good, and it's cheap too, and I love just how it has the pump. It makes it so easy. Then I have Sard Wonder Soap. So this might be called something different overseas, but we call it Sard. Yeah, this is just a bar of soap that you use to get stains out of your clothes, but I use it to get the stains out of my brushes instead. So just for the ones that need it, obviously. Then I use coconut oil for some things, mainly like pomades and stuff like that, or if I can't get like concealer or foundation out, sometimes I'll use the coconut oil and then I'll cleanse. And then we have just a regular bar of soap. This is just, we're staying in a hotel at the moment, so this is just a hotel soap. I don't use this for my brushes, I use this for my sponges. But I will explain this all as I go along. So the first thing you need to do is fill up your sink with hot water. Ow, it's too hot. Be enough. And so then I take my brushes which have the white bristles, and I do those first because if I need to use the stain, or even like this one, it's got some white on the end of it and it's also got purple. Well, the camera's really not picking that up well. Yeah, so that's got colours in it, so I'm going to do these ones first. So what I do, I'll put those up there. Just dip it in the water, squirt a bit of the baby shampoo, and then I just rub it against my hands, and it will lather up. Dip a bit more water if it's not lathering enough. And then I just do the same thing, rub it against my fingers. In the water though, to get rid of the soap. And so that's actually pretty clean as it is, but I'm just going to rub it on the soap here, so the Sard Wonder Soap, and then I'm going to let that sit while I wash the other brushes, just to make sure it's nice and clean. So I've got that fully coated. I'm just going to set that to the side. And I'll just repeat the same with all these other brushes. You can see the colour coming off there. And I also have this hand towel, so once I wash them, I'll pop them on the towel. So there's still a bit of colour on that one, you might be able to see. It really doesn't take much either. Okay, then I'll move on to the other brushes which don't need the Sard Wonder Soap. So at this stage you can put that away. I'll just move that. And then, like I was saying before, I'll wash them and then I'll actually even dry them off a little bit on the hand towel and I'll pop it there. Okay, so I've done all of the brushes that just have like eyeshadow or, you know, easy to remove stuff. And next I'm going to go back to the ones that I put the Sard Wonder Soap on and just rinse that off, and then I'm going to wash them again just to get the residue off, because it can leave like a bit of a sticky film. Okay, so the next brush that I'm going to do is this densely packed oval brush, and I wash this brush differently to the other ones just because of how dense it is, and it does get a lot of foundation like caked into it. So I use the bar of soap to do this. So I dip it in the water, and this soap is actually perfect because it's got the little bumps on it, and you just rub it on the soap, and then once you've got a good amount on your hand, rub it on your hand. So similar to how I do the other brushes, but I just use, oh, you can see all of that foundation coming off. Rinse that off, and you will need to do a few, you know, rounds, I guess, of that. Okay. So I've only done that twice. You can see there's that little tiny spot of foundation there. Sometimes I'll leave that, but I usually try and get it all clean because I only wash this brush like once a week. So just try and focus on that one area. And the water can get pretty soapy after a while, so sometimes you'll need to refill the sink, but I'm almost done, so I'm just going to run the tap. And there still is a little bit there, but I'm just going to leave it because sometimes it's like impossible to get out. But you can see when I rub it on the towel that there's a little bit of foundation. What I'll do actually, which I do sometimes, and I'm about to do on these other brushes, is I'll just use a bit of coconut oil because that really loosens that up. Just rub that in. And then you will need to wash it again after that because you don't want the brush to be all oily because it will affect your foundation application. So yeah, that's pretty much clean. You would just want to keep rotating through those steps, you know, but I'm just going to leave it. And then for these brushes, which I've used for pomade and eyeshadow base, and also for my lash glue, I'm going to do the same thing with the coconut oil, because these products can be hard to get out of the brushes using just the shampoo. And the reason you do these ones last is because obviously the oil doesn't mix with the water, so it sits on top, so you don't want to be getting all of that on your brushes while you're trying to clean them. So always do those ones last. And you can just see how easy it just gets that pomade off. And I'm putting these to the side as well, because I will go back over, or go back and wash them using the shampoo, just to make sure there's no oil left on them. But you can see all the spots of oil sitting on top of the water there. And for the lash glue, the oil will just soften it, and you can just scrape it off with your nails. See that glue? Done with that. Okay, and then the last thing is just the sponge, beauty blender. So you want to get that all wet. And I'm using the bar of soap again for this one. So you just rub that on. Wherever you've got the product, I usually just use the one side. And then rub it against your hand, same as everything else. And you can just squeeze all of that out. And then you just want to put it under the water and, you know, like squeeze it so it's letting the water in, and then like squeezing it out. And you just keep squeezing it until the water is no longer soapy that comes out of it. Okay. Squeeze that all out. Alrighty, so that is all those brushes clean. Now you want to obviously let the water out. And once you let the water out, you can see that it's got left all this residue in the sink, so you are going to need to just wipe that out. Alright, and there we have a set of nice clean brushes. And then what you're going to want to do is let them dry, obviously. What I would normally do is I would put it in this, so it's broken, so I had to tape it up. And what that does is you pop your brushes in like that, and it'll hang them upside down to dry, so that the water runs down the bristles and out of the brush instead of running down into, you know, this part of the brush where it can damage it. So I would normally do that, but I've broken the stand, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let them sit on this towel, and if you can, it's always best to try and, similar to this, you want to keep the water from going in, so you'd want to have this on a little bit of an angle, but you don't want it to be pushing down like that, or else they'll dry like that and it will, you know, be not how you want it to be, I guess. Okay, so that is how I clean my makeup brushes. Yeah, it's kind of just the routine that I found that works for me. I do love the baby shampoo because obviously it does condition them, and with my brushes that have natural fibers, it helps keep them really smooth and not go all frizzy. So I would highly recommend that. And also the Sard Wonder Soap is amazing because I used to struggle to get the stains out of my brushes, but now it's just super easy and they always look nice and white and clean. So yeah, that's good, especially if you're working with clients. You don't want to be coming along with stained brushes because it's just not really a good look. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please thumbs up and subscribe and tick that little bell button so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys have a great day and I will see you on the next one.